Tonight's game is a presentation of B92.7 FM Sports.
Breckenridge Cowboys football is on the air. Tonight's game is brought to you by Breckenridge Public Schools, Builders First Source, Carlson Family Insurance, PHI St. Francis, Essentia Health, Farmers Union Oil of Southern Valley, Ike Camp Construction, Hornstein Family Chiropractic, Miller Realty, Minn Kota Ag Products, Optimum Rehab, Otter Tail Power Company, Quality Toyota, Red River Agency, Smith Motors, State Farm agents Matt and Amanda Frederick, Titan Machinery, Quintown Villa, and Vision Ford. Now here's KBMW's Turner Blofis.
And welcome to the Red River Grain pregame show, serving the local farmers since 1986. And the Breckenridge Cowboys are back on their home field. They got Wadena-Deer Creek coming to town, and Breckenridge trying to bounce back after a tough overtime loss on the road last week against New York Mills. Breckenridge had a 14-point lead in the second half, but New York Mills caught fire, forced overtime, and then won it in overtime. 22-14 was the final there at New York Mills to drop Breckenridge's record to 2-4 and also break their winning streak they had going on. Let's run through the schedule for you to show how we got to that 2-4 mark at this point in the year. Start off with a 26-6 loss to Pelican Rapids to open up the year. That was here at Cowboy Field. Followed it up with a 35-6 loss to Staples Motley on the road. 27-19 was the final against Pillager. That's when Breckenridge really kind of found their groove and kind of put it together there in the second half, and they rode that momentum into the next 2 weeks as they beat up on Pine River Bacchus 58-22, and then also followed it up with a 14-12 nail-biter win against Parker's Prairie to get their 2-3 mark at this point. 22-14 was the final last week once again. And Wadena-Deer Creek coming to this one with a record of 1-5 on the year. At this point in the season, have fallen to KMS, Pillager, and then they got their one win against Pine River Bacchus, who Breckenridge also bested this year. Followed it up with losses to Parker's Prairie, New York Mills, and Walker Hackensack Akeley. The only competitive game was the one they won. Other than that, 3 lopsided defeats for Wadena-Deer Creek at this point. We'll run through the Power Poll ranking brought to you by Otter Tail Power Company, On for Conservation. We'll run through the Section 6A standings. West Central area at the top of Section 6A with a 5-1 record on the year. Parker's Prairie up next, 4-2. Walker Hackensack Akeley with a 2-4 record. 3-3 New York Mills leapfrogs Breckenridge in the section standings, who are at 2-4 at the 5 spot. Lake Park Audubon also 2-4. Brandon Evansville 2-4, and Pine River Bacchus 0-6 at the bottom of Section 6A at this point in the season. Week 7 coming your way in a bit. We're going to take our first break on this Red River Grain pregame show and come back with an interview with head coach Carson Yegi. You're listening once again to the Red River Grain pregame show. Cowboy football coming up shortly.
Hello, my name is Jason Butts, proud parent of 2 little Breckenridge Cowboys. My family loves Breckenridge and feel lucky to have such great schools. Breckenridge schools excel due to their dedicated faculty and staff. They truly care for each individual student. They encourage and foster an atmosphere that creates self-pride and big brains in these kids that will lead the next generation. They make school cool. A good school is cornerstone to a good community, and we are so lucky to have that here in Breckenridge. Breck schools inspire my boys to excel, and for that, I have Breckenridge pride. Play the jingle.
Frederick Seed Incorporated in Fox Home would like to wish the Breckenridge Cowboys good luck in tonight's game. They'd also like to recognize the Breckenridge cheerleading squad, Ellen Paige Hershey, Sophia Johnson, Athena Levy, and Annabelle and Aubrey Martinez. Frederick Seed Incorporated says keep up the great work to the Breckenridge Cowboys football team and the cheerleading squad.
Folding a fitted sheet, programming the thermostat, matching your socks. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with an auto owner's insurance independent agent, getting the right coverage for your home doesn't have to be one of them. So you can get back to more important things, like finding that missing sock. That's simple human sense.
That's Carlson Family Insurance in Wapaton, representing auto owners insurance. Visit Carlson Family Insurance Agency in Wapaton today. Call 672-6002 or on the web at www.cfiagency.com.
Your daughter has the flu. Your son breaks his arm. You need quality medical care you can count on. So CHI St. Francis Primary Care Walk-In Clinic. Quality family care. Go to the Primary Care Walk-In Clinic at CHI St. Francis, where there is no appointment necessary. Hours are Monday through Friday, 8 to 7:30, and 9 to 5 on the weekend. Quality care close to home. You get the finest care for home injuries, common illnesses, and emergency service. Virtual visit available. Call 643-0747. We treat you like family. You're one of our own.
What can you do in 30 seconds? Warm up your coffee, tie your shoes, Google, should I get screened for lung cancer? Then actually get screened for lung cancer. If you're a current or former smoker, talk with an Essentia Health provider about your eligibility for a low-dose CT screening, because early-stage lung cancer often has no signs or symptoms. Screening can mean an increased chance of successful treatment. Learn more at essentiahealth.org.
Farmers Union Oil of Southern Valley.
Hi, this is Wade from Breckenridge Cenex. Now is a great time to start thinking about protecting your recreational vehicles and equipment. Stock up on Splash RV Antifreeze at any one of our 4 locations, and we would like to thank you for your continued patronage.
Farmers Union Oil. Farmers Union Oil of Southern Valley.
Big jobs, small jobs, and everything in between. Heidkamp Construction has served commercial and industrial clients in the Southern Valley and beyond since 1982. They are your fully licensed construction company, providing earthwork, paving, structural steel, and more. Need a new concrete parking lot or roofing? How about a new metal building for your farm or business? Call Heidkamp Construction in Wapton today at 642-5948 for superior construction service you can trust. Call 642-5948. Buying a new home is an exciting experience, but it can be a stressful one too. Miller Realty can help relieve some of that stress with a simple formula of integrity, trust, and most importantly, experience. Their talented team is made up of Guy, Shelly, Jared, Lisa, Melissa, and Stephanie. They've put in the years helping people buy and sell their homes, and they understand this market. Miller Realty is a trusted legacy business in the Twin Towns. Put their knowledge and experience to work for you. Miller Realty in Breckenridge, a lasting tradition of experience, knowledge, integrity, and trust. Find them online at GuyMillerRealty.com. Welcome back to the Red River Grain pregame show, serving the local farmer since 1986 and taking a little time away from serving the local farmer to do a quick pregame interview is head coach Carson Yagi for the Breckenridge Cowboys. How's it going today, Coach Cars?
Oh, we're doing good, Turner. We might have to speed it up. Your dad might get a little mad if we're not jumping fast enough for him today.
Nobody goes fast enough for him. You know that. Well, you guys are coming off of a disappointing one in New York Mills, but something that maybe is going to kind of light a fire in these guys at this point in the season, and maybe definitely one that they can take away a lot of lessons from. What do you think is going to be kind of the message coming into this one to try to bounce back?
You know, I think it was just about being accountable for your mistakes. You know what? A lot of the mistakes we made against New York Mills, we made the same week or a week prior against Parkers. And hey, you know what? We went out and won against Parkers. Are these that big of an issue? You know what? Some of these kind of questions, and you know what? They are. We got to be accountable. We got to do everything we possibly can to the highest possible level. It's going to take all 11 guys on the field at all times here, and we can't be taking plays off. And you know what? I think it's going to be a great learning experience for these kids, and understand that don't take anything for granted. Don't take a play off, and hey, I mean, give it all you got because it's going quick. We're already in week 7 here.
And let's talk about one of the bright spots from last week, though. Paul Armitage having a breakout performance in kind of a workhorse role, and a little bit about the big step he took forward in his senior campaign.
Yeah, no, Paul's a dude for us. I mean, Paul's been a dude for us for going on 3 years now at that running back spot. Early on in the year, he was banged up, and it was kind of just getting him healthy, and he kind of, you could just tell he had that look in his eye. And I mean, towards the end of the season, Paul's always turned it on for us, and I mean, he flipped a switch last week and absolutely shouldered the load and was unbelievable. And I can't wait to watch him the rest of the season and how he keeps battling, and the healthier he gets every week.
Okay, what is one of the takeaways you had for the defense last week that you thought was the biggest thing to kind of shore up this week?
You know, we got to over-communicate. We can't be unsure on what we're doing. A lot of times, hey, we are in the right call, but were we really in it? You know, we're halfway kind of this, halfway this. If kids are unsure, we just got to make sure we're over-communicating everything, make sure everyone's on the same page so we can play as fast as we possibly can, and there's no hesitancy to it.
Yeah, I know it was kind of a tough look when the overtime started and 2 of your 4 captains came out in street clothes, and definitely 2 big losses for you. What's the status on Eli Butts and David Erlinson this week?
Yeah, and you know what? We're going to keep trying to get them back as healthy as we can. We'll give Eli a little bit of a go tonight, see how he reacts to it. David, we're going to take our time with, make sure that we allow that ankle as much time to possible heal as it can have going into playoffs.
Okay, and what do you think is going to be the key to slowing down Wadena-Deer Creek, and what are some things that you saw from them on tape?
Yeah, they want to control the ball. They're going to come at us and run the veer option at us. They want to possess the ball. They want to be slow with it. They want to control the clock. We got to make sure we dominate the line of scrimmage. Don't allow them to strike first and get into us to where they can get to some of their misdirection stuff. Got to keep them off schedule. Can't have them ahead of the chains. You know what? They want to play 3 yards in the cloud of dust football. We got to be able to slow that down.
I think a couple of your guys' best games came against similar styled offenses. Do you think that's going to be something that maybe will be kind of an advantage for your defense?
You know, I think so. It's very similar to what Villager ran against us, and you know what? We got to make sure that we kind of come out and play with that same intensity we have played against Villager, against Parkers, you know, against those top end teams where we come out and we're ready to go.
Got you. And what is something that you thought you saw from Levi Christensen last week in kind of a breakout performance?
Yeah, Levi's just continuing to develop for us as a pass catcher and pass blocker, or not pass blocker, run blocker for us. I mean, he's a big target for us over the middle. He puts a lot of stress on the defense because, hey, when everyone's play action right, we got him swiping back across the field left, and he does an unbelievable job of being strong, catching the football over the middle of the field and turning that into quick yards.
I love seeing Trey's mechanics on those, too. It looks like you got him coached up real well as far as the play action, just how fast he gets it out.
Trey's done a great job with that one. I mean, he does that play absolutely perfect. He's great at it. He's confident with it. It's just fun to watch those two, kind of how they communicate, you know what I mean? I mean, they're always on the same page with it, and they're just confident with it. And so it gives us confidence to be able to call it.
Gotcha. And then the last question I got for you, I know this is a lot of stuff that kind of depends on how the game goes, but are you guys going to be thinking of taking kind of a workhorse approach again with Paul, or are you thinking of some other guys in the backfield taking on a bigger load this week, or just kind of what goes into that pregame?
You know, we got to make sure we kind of spread the ball around as we get into this end of the season where they really pile up the games here. You know, with the quick turnaround of the Wednesday game and the playoffs starting right after that, I mean, we got to make sure that we're not overloading one person. But, I mean, hey, if Paul gets hot again, if Gabe Armitage gets hot, if Lawson gets hot, if Riley gets hot, if Trey gets hot, we got to make sure we ride those guys and keep pushing the ball.
Anything else you'd like to add, Coach Cars?
Nope, that's everything. Thanks, Turner. Go Cowboys.
And we'll return to the Red River Grain pregame show after this quick break.
Minn Kota Egg Products proudly supports the communities we serve by sponsoring the broadcast of this high school sporting event. When a team takes the field, there is nothing like experience you can count on to produce a winning season. Minn Kota has that experienced team, supported by the latest technology, products, equipment, and information to deliver a winning game plan for your farm. Contact our locations in Breckenridge, Barney, Kent, Wyndmere, Wahpeton, and Colfax. Let our team lead you to a successful farming season.
North Dakota State College of Science is powered by the strong local connections we have with employers, business partners, program advisors, and local business leaders. We're proud to call Wahpeton home. Find out more about how you or your business can support NDSCS by visiting ndscs.edu. That's ndscs.edu.
Getting you back to what you love. We are Optimum Rehab. For over a decade, Dr. Tony Eggeman has provided physical therapy services for the people of Wahpeton, Breckenridge, and surrounding communities. We're a small practice that sees our patients as individuals. Through hands-on techniques, our patients have their treatment plans tailored to their exact needs. Sprains, sore muscles, back pain, achy joints, rehab following surgery, you name it. Optimum Rehab is your answer. When you need exceptional physical therapy, you need Optimum Rehab.
You want what you want. At Quality Toyota, we totally understand that we aren't going to talk you into a car you don't want. Instead, we're here to help you find the car, the color, the options, and the style that you do want. All with a simple, easy, and stress-free approach, because the price listed online or in every windshield is the only price. That way, we can concentrate on getting you the right car. Quality Toyota, West Lincoln Avenue in Fergus Falls. QualityToyota.net. Let's go places.
How much do you really know about insurance? You have to have it, and your family should be covered at all times in case of an accident. What coverage is the best for you? That's where independent insurance agents Tyler Kent and Brad Rivard at Red River Agency Incorporated of Breckenridge can help. They provide all your insurance needs for home, auto, farm, life, commercial, MPCI, and crop hail. It's that easy. Give Tyler Kent or Brad Rivard a call at 643-1623. Red River Agency Incorporated, always by your side.
And welcome back to the Red River Grain pregame show, serving the local farmers since 1986. And it is time for your injury report, which is brought to you by CHI St. Francis. And for the Breckenridge Cowboys, as you probably heard Coach Carson and I talk about during the interview, they're going to be without David Erlinson tonight, and Eli Butts was a game-time decision, and it looks like he is ready to go. So that is good news for the Cowboys. At least half of it's good news. Obviously, they would love to get David Erlinson back in the backfield as well as on the other side of the ball, and pretty much everywhere else you could use him, but they're hoping to get him back next week. Don't want to re-aggravate the ankle before the postseason starts. So that's your injury report. Once again, brought to you by CHI St. Francis. And we already ran through the power poll ranking, if you guys didn't know, or the power poll ranking. And I almost had a wrong one on there, apologies. But Otter Tail Power had you covered on that one as Breckenridge currently enters this game, the 5 spot in Section 6A. And let's dive into our keys to the game, brought to you by Smith Motors in Wahpeton. Small town friendly, big town deals, Smith Motors in Wahpeton. And the big one, I mean, I know I'm always referencing back to the week before, and I got to get better about not doing that, but keeping the foot on the gas, that's definitely going to be the big message for today. No matter how fast of a start they get off to, how slow of a start, once they can get it going, if they can get it going tonight, got to keep the foot on the gas for the whole game, all the way through until, until you get in a situation where you're pretty sure this one is firmly in there, because got a little slipped away a little bit last week, so obviously that's going to be kind of the area they're going to try to lock in at, and Coach Carson will tell you the same thing as we talked about in the interview once again, but that is key to the game, brought to you by Smith Motors in Wahpeton. Once again, small town friendly, big town deals. Just try to keep the foot on the gas if they are to kind of take control of this ball game. We'll take one more break on this pregame show. I guess we'll take another one during the anthem too, but we'll take another quick break and come back with your starting lineups, brought to you by Farmers Union Oil of Southern Valley. You're listening to the Red River Grain pregame show on B92.7, part of the I3G Media Sports Network.
No matter what time of year, a farmer's relationship with Red River Grain never changes. Red River Grain works shoulder to shoulder with area farmers, providing grain and agronomy services to help maximize your farm's potential. Red River Grain has been serving farmers for years with competitive prices and high-quality service. Talk to Carson or Brad for your grain and agronomy needs. Red River Grain, East Breckenridge, 643-3738. That's 643-3738, or you can find them online at redrivergrain.com.
Save big this month with Smith Motors in Wahpeton. Get up to $120 in rebates on the purchase and install of a set of 4 tires. Save up to $40 in rebates on the purchase and install of front and rear brake pads. Save up to $40 in rebates on the purchase and install on front and rear brake rotors. And save up to $80 in rebates on the purchase and install on GM shocks and struts. Small town friendly, big town deals. Smith Motors, your certified Chevy and GMC dealership in Wahpeton. Visit them online at smithmotors.com.
Ever notice how every other ad seems to be an insurance company promising to save you money?
What is with these insurance companies?
Hi, this is Matt.
And this is Amanda.
And we're your local State Farm agents.
We're here to debunk all the insurance junk.
What do you really need to know?
What is a fair and competitive price?
Let us make sure you are getting the best bang for your insurance dollar.
And find out why State Farm has been around for over 100 years and remains #1 today.
Ready to gain an edge in your career? Titan Machinery's Service Technician Apprenticeship Program is designed for anyone wishing to become a diesel mechanic, working on Case IH equipment through full-time, on-the-job training. Enjoy a hands-on work experience. Learn from factory-trained service experts and apply your knowledge from school directly to your work with this unique program opportunity. Become a Titan in the industry and grow with a dealership that invests in you at Titan Machinery Wahpeton, your local Case IH dealer. Visit TitanMachinery.com/careers to learn more.
When Mom first started showing signs of memory loss, we were devastated. It was so frustrating. So many choices for assisted living. Then my sister and I walked into Twin Town Villa in Breckenridge. We knew that this was the perfect place for our mother. We loved the bright, beautiful apartments, and knew Mom would too. I was so impressed with the interaction between the residents and the staff. Twin Town Villa is a quality memory care community that's close to home and currently has openings. Call Twin Town Villa at 643-9542 or visit them online at twintownvilla.com.
And welcome back to the Red River Grain pregame show, serving the local farmers since 1986. And it is time for your starting lineups, brought to you by Farmers Union Oil of Southern Valley, providing superior quality products and services while generating a positive return for their patrons. Just got the Breckenridge Cowboys on both sides of the ball for today. We'll start off the offensive line for the Cowboys. It all starts up front. After all, Eli Butts, who was once again a game-time decision, is in at right tackle. 6 foot, 245 pounds is what the senior is listed at. The captain wears number 56. Tegan Abel right next to him wearing number 54. He's a junior, 6 foot, 195, and plays right guard for this squad. And the center, Henry Centerdahl, that's what we should be calling him. I'm going to pitch that to the marketing team here. He wears number 50, is a junior on this squad, is listed at 5'10", 195, kid's a dude. Kai McDonald will be starting both ways today. He'll be at left guard wearing number 51. The junior is listed at 6 foot, 185. Connor Ernst next to him at a tackle wearing number 55. He's listed at 5'11", 170, the sophomore is. Levi Christensen will be playing tight end today wearing number 5. He's a 6'3", 200-pound junior. Cooper Roberts, another junior in the starting lineup. Listed at 6'5", 185, wears number 4 for this squad. J.D. Gomez, listed at number 7. He's a senior who is comes in weighing in at 160 and is listed at 5'9". Then we got the Armitage boys in the backfield. Gabe Armitage, wearing number 20, is a junior. He's listed at 5'10", 175. Will be kind of playing the fullback, H-back type. And then Paul Armitage will be playing the tailback. 5'11", 195 is what he's listed at. Wears number 33. Gabe wears 20 if I missed that. Paul is a senior captain on this squad. And then we have Trey Vogelbacher, listed at 6 foot, 175. Vogelbacher wears number 3 for this squad and is another senior captain. Starting on the defense, we got J.D. Gomez along with Charlie Craychaw at the corners. We already ran through Gomez's figures, but with Charlie Craychaw listed at 5'9", 160, same exact height and weight as J.D. Gomez actually on here. He wears number 18, and then Lawson Oliphant will be in the secondary as well, playing free safety. He's listed at 6'3", 170. Wears number 28 on this squad, is a junior, and there was just a heck of an article on him on the Daily News. Make sure to go check that out as well, as they did a fantastic job spotlighting his story. Trey Vogelbacher, we got 5 linebackers run through, by the way. Trey Vogelbacher, Cooper Roberts, Riley Kappas, Tegan Abel, and Paul Armitage. Riley Kappas, the only one of those 5 who are not going both ways. He's a sophomore listed at 5'11", 170, wears number 1. And then the D-line consists of Sleddahl, Levi Christensen, and Kai McDonald as well. With the skills, we got Cooper Roberts handling the kicking duties, stepping in for David Erlinson. And then Cooper Roberts will also be doing the punting. Snapping it to him is going to be Levi Christensen. Riley Kappas taking care of the holding duties. And then J.D. Gomez and Riley Kappas will be back to return some kicks tonight. So that will do it for the starting lineups. Once again, brought to you by Farmers Union Oil of the Southern Valley, providing superior quality products and services while generating a positive return for their patrons. Trying to time it out here with the national anthem. Probably going to end up staying here for a little bit. Once again, just kind of running through the Breckenridge schedule if you guys missed it earlier. Cowboys had their winning streak snapped last week against New York Mills on the road. And something that Coach Carson Yegi thinks is going to light a fire under his squad. Something that is going to be, you never want to lose a game, but it could be one of those things where maybe a month from now they're looking back and saying, hey, maybe that was the best thing. But that's one of those hindsight 2020 things, but we'll see. Obviously, you got to close out the regular season first. Can't believe there's only 2 games left in the regular season. Final home game of the season, they're going to be announcing the seniors for this squad. Not a whole lot of them. I think about 5 seniors on the roster that are going to be announced. So looks like it's going to be a short starting lineup is what I'm getting at here. So trying to time that out with the national anthem, as we always do, as we get ready to wrap up this Red River Grain pregame show. Once again, serving the local farmers since 1986. Take a quick break and come back. Maybe we'll catch you guys right before the kickoff. Maybe we'll we won't come back during the anthem, I can promise you that. But we'll take a final break here on the Red River Grain pregame show. You're listening to Cowboy Football on B92.7 FM and watching on YouTube at KBMW News Live, part of the I3G Media Sports Network.
Hello, my name is Jason Butts, proud parent of two little Breckenridge Cowboys. My family loves Breckenridge and feel lucky to have such great schools. Breckenridge schools excel due to their dedicated faculty and staff. They truly care for each individual student. They encourage and foster an atmosphere that creates self-pride and big brains in these kids that will lead the next generation. They make school cool. A good school is cornerstone to a good community, and we are so lucky to have that here in Breckenridge. Breck schools inspire my boys to excel, and for that, I have Breckenridge pride. Play the jingle.
Frederick Seed Incorporated in Fox Home would like to wish the Breckenridge Cowboys good luck in tonight's game. They'd also like to recognize the Breckenridge cheerleading squad, Ellen Paige Hershey, Sophia Johnson, Athena Levy, and Annabelle and Aubrey Martinez. Frederick Seed Incorporated says keep up the great work to the Breckenridge Cowboys football team and the cheerleading squad.
Folding a fitted sheet, programming the thermostat, matching your socks. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with an auto owner's insurance independent agent, getting the right coverage for your home doesn't have to be one of them. So you can get back to more important things, like finding that missing sock. That's simple human sense.
That's Carlson Family Insurance in Wapaton, representing Auto Owners Insurance. Visit Carlson Family Insurance Agency in Wapaton today. Call 672-6002 or on the web at www.cfiagency.com.
Your daughter has the flu. Your son breaks his arm. You need quality medical care you can count on. CHI St. Francis Primary Care Walk-In Clinic. Quality family care. Go to the Primary Care Walk-In Clinic at CHI St. Francis, where there is no appointment necessary. Hours are Monday through Friday, 8 to 7:30 and 9 to 5 on the weekend. Quality care close to home. You get the finest care for home injuries, common illnesses, and emergency service. Virtual visit available. Call 643-0747. We treat you like family. You're one of our own.
What can you do in 30 seconds? Warm up your coffee, tie your shoes, Google, should I get screened for lung cancer? Then actually get screened for lung cancer. If you're a current or former smoker, talk with an Essentia Health provider about your eligibility for a low-dose CT screening, because early-stage lung cancer often has no signs or symptoms. Screening can mean an increased chance of successful treatment. Learn more at essentiahealth.org.
And welcome back. Figured we'd jump into, you guys can maybe pick it up over the speakers with the seniors getting the shout outs. Trey Vogelbacher, as well as JD Gomez. Paul Armitage as well. There's three of your six. And number 39, Tizian Crumming. Kicker on this roster, Caleb Albertson, who's missed the bulk of this season with an injury. Then Eli Butts, once again, as we mentioned earlier, was a game-time decision. And then how did I forget to, when I ran through the starting lineups, forget to shout out all the cheerleaders while we're here as well. Better give a shout-out to Ella Hershey, Paige Hershey as well, Sophia Johnson, Athena Levy, and then Annabella Martinez and Aubrey Martinez as well. So got to make sure to shout out the cheerleaders. It doesn't have the grades on here, so I'm not 100% sure which of them are seniors, but figured I'd loop them in when we were also shouting out the seniors here, as once again, it is senior night here at Breckenridge High School, the final home game of the regular season. We'll see if they're also going to be getting a post game here in the, or a home game here in the postseason, but obviously it's going to depend on how these last 2 weeks shake out, and we'll see how the Cowboys can fare tonight. Likely you would get a boost in the QRF by beating a 2A foe, so we'll see if that ends up becoming a factor if Breckenridge can pick up a victory here tonight. Trying to close out the regular season strong. Here we are in week 7. Still one more after this week, but you guys know what I mean. Next 2 weeks closing out the season, and we'll take a final break on the Red River Grain pregame show. You're about to listen to Cowboy Football on B92.7 FM and watching on YouTube at KBMW News Live, part of the I3G Media Sports Network.
How much do you really know about insurance? You have to have it, and your family should be covered at all times in case of an accident. What coverage is the best for you? That's where independent insurance agents Tyler Kent and Brad Rivard at Red River Agency Incorporated of Breckenridge can help. They provide all your insurance needs for home, auto, farm, life, commercial, MPCI, and crop hail. It's that easy. Give Tyler Kent or Brad Rivard a call at 643-1623. Red River Agency Incorporated, always by your side. No matter what time of year, a farmer's relationship with Red River Grain never changes. Red River Grain works shoulder to shoulder with area farmers, providing grain and agronomy services to help maximize your farm's potential. Red River Grain has been serving farmers for years with competitive prices and high-quality service. Talk to Carson or Brad for your grain and agronomy needs. Red River Grain, East Breckenridge, 643-3738. That's 643-3738, or you can find them online at redrivergrain.com.
Save big this month with Smith Motors in Wapaton. Get up to $120 in rebates on the purchase and install of a set of 4 tires. Save up to $40 in rebates on the purchase and install of front and rear brake pads. Save up to $40 in rebates on the purchase and install on front and rear brake rotors. And save up to $80 in rebates on the purchase and install on GM shocks and struts. Small town friendly, big town deals. Smith Motors, your certified Chevy and GMC dealership in Wapaton. Visit them online at smithmotors.com.
Ever notice how every other ad seems to be an insurance company promising to save you money?
What is with these insurance companies?
Hi, this is Matt.
And this is Amanda.
And we're your local State Farm agents.
We're here to debunk all the insurance junk.
What do you really need to know?
What is a fair and competitive price?
Let us make sure you are getting the best bang for your insurance dollar.
And find out why State Farm has been around for over 100 years and remains #1 today.
And that will do it for the Red River Grain pregame show. One final time, serving the local farmers since 1986. Breckenridge Cowboys will be booting it away. Wadena-Deer Creek receiving, defending the north goal. Breckenridge Cowboys looking to set the tone early on. They get the ball most times because they always elect to receive, and most teams say that they want to boot it away. So one of the rarities where they'll boot it away to start off the game. Cooper Roberts once again stepping in to handle the kicking duties in David Erlinson's absence. This kickoff is brought to you by North Dakota State College of Science, the science of learning by doing. And we got an onside kick to start this off, but Wadena-Deer Creek is able to dive on it about the 43. So first time we'll see this Wapaton. Oh my, it's gonna be a long night. We'll see how many times I accidentally call Wadena Wapaton. We'll see the Wolverines start off on their own 43. Breckenridge's defense had a lot of strong moments last week. Came out strong to start the game. And we got 2 receivers on the left, 1 to the right. Pistol look, bobbled snap, but the throw is away and dropped. Excuse me. The intended receiver was number 23, Gage Malik. Throwing it was number 12, Hudson Hathaway, a freshman quarterback on the squad, listed at 5'4", 105. 2nd and 10. Excuse me, folks. Kids got me sick if you can't tell. 2 running back look. Go down to the pistol set once again. And this snap flies off and is recovered by the Breckenridge defense. And it is. So a mishandled snap, by the way. I got the quarterback's number wrong. It was Leo Petrowski. Where's number 10? As this one fumbled away, and Riley Kappas, the Cowboy, diving on it. So Breckenridge's defense getting them the ball back right away. And that was a giveaway by the Wadena-Deer Creek offense. Put a little too much mustard on that snap, and Cowboy ball on the Wadena 32. Cowboys come out with their mullet look. Running back and tight end to the right with the receivers to the left. They're going to do a jet sweep to J.D. Gomez to start this off. He bounces it outside to the right side. Another nice move over to try to get by the sideline, and that'll move the sticks. J.D. Gomez with a big gain to start this off. We'll see if we're already into the Titan Machinery red zone, and we are. 12-yard gain. And I almost didn't write his name in where I keep my rushing leaders, as he hasn't been getting a ton of touches out of the backfield, but I'm glad I put that in there today, that's for sure. Tight end, receiver. Oh, we got one receiver to each side. Don't see this look too often. We usually get twins looks from them. Cowboys will hand it off to Paul Armitage, who's got a nice hole to run through on the left side. Took some big contact and took another big hit, but he's going to be close to a first down. 9-yard gain for Paul Armitage. The Cowboys with two nice runs here to start this off. They're already in the Titan Machinery red zone here on the Wadena 11. Second and 1 from the Wolverine 11, Wadena-Deer Creek. Now their struggles this season and a very young team. I think there's less than 10 seniors and juniors combined. One receiver to each side. They got a wing back to the left and also the tailbacks on the left side. Tight end to the left. Trey Vogelbacher waiting on the snap. Motions Gabe Armitage over, fakes the handoff. Throws to the end zone and too high for Cooper Roberts. That was Petrowski on the coverage. First pass play of the game for the Cowboys. Incomplete. Sets up 3rd and 1. Vogelbacher was looking for Roberts on the backside in. Or a backside post, maybe it was. Maybe they're running the throwback. Wonder if they still got that in the playbook. Shout out to all my throwbacks out there. If you know, you know. Wing back and a tight end to the right. One receiver to each side. And a running back to the left. And fumbled handoff. And Wadena is going to come away with it. Trey Vogelbacher and Paul Armitage had a little bit of a mishandle on the exchange. Recovered by number 56, Austin Wendt. So these two teams trade fumble recoveries to start off the day. Not an ideal start for either team, but both defenses are probably happy. Wadena will have to start on their own 13, it looks like. 10:43 remaining in this opening quarter on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Less than 2 minutes of game time. We already got 2 turnovers. Pair of running backs in the backfield. And Cowboys showing blitz. And they blow that one up in a hurry. You can tell they knew where that was going. Tegan Abel running in there like a wild man. Lost a couple yards on that. That was Jason Rudroot on the carry. Lost a couple yards. So we got 2 receivers out to the right, 1 to the left, tight end to the left as well, and then a fullback lined up in the pistol set. And picked off. Ooh, it looked like it was going to be picked off. Tegan Abel. I thought that was going to be school song. I think he thought that too. One of those situations where you think you have it caught and you're trying to take it for 6. Jumped it perfectly, but not getting the school song. That's what the Breckenridge tradition. Everybody remembers that. Coach Herder, a staple. One of the many Coach Herderisms that we all love to use around here. After that incomplete pass, we got 3rd and long. Once again, operating out of the pistol set. They fake the first handoff, and that play is blown up. We might have another fumble. And we got a safety. Wadena was able to get back on it, but it was in the end zone. Henry Sledadal, one of the Cowboys getting on the action. You don't see these very often, but Breckenridge takes a 2-0 lead here on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. So Wadena-Deer Creek will come back with a safety punt. Take a very quick break. You're listening to Cowboy Football on B92.7 FM and watching on YouTube at KBMW News Live.
Ready to gain an edge in your career? Titan Machinery Service Technician Apprenticeship Program is designed for anyone wishing to become a diesel mechanic, working on case IH equipment through full-time, on-the-job training. Enjoy a hands-on work experience. Learn from factory-trained service experts and apply your knowledge from school directly to your work with this unique program opportunity. Become a Titan in the industry and grow with a dealership that invests in you at Titan Machinery Wapaton, your local Case IH dealer. Visit titanmachinery.com/careers to learn more.
And welcome back to Cowboy Field. Breckenridge Cowboys football on B92.7 FM, also live streaming on YouTube at KBMW News Live, part of the I3G Media Sports Network. And we got a safety with 9:57 left to play in this opening quarter to give Breckenridge a 2-0 lead. Once again, don't see those too often. And that looked like a loss of about 10 on that play, whoever was able to get on that, but I'm not calling on myself as my own stat keeper to try to figure that whole mess out. But here comes the punt. They kick it deep to the up men, and it looks like we got J.D. Gomez returning it on the left side. Going up the left sideline, cuts it inside, puts the shoulder down, and down just outside the Titan Machinery red zone and made it look effortless. J.D. Gomez. Down just outside the 20. So his return will set him up nicely. Looks like at the 23 or 22 is where they take over. Cowboys come up to the line for their second offensive drive, looking to improve on the fumble. Vogelbacher motions Gabe Armitage over, hands it off to him, but that play is blown up in a hurry. Wadena was ready for it that time around. Number 56 again, Austin Wendt, making the play in the backfield. Loss of 3 on the play for Gabe. That's how the game started out for him last week, too. It just seemed like the O-line was getting all these really big pushes for almost everybody, but Gabe was just getting tattooed in the backfield. Sets up a 2nd and 13. Just some bad luck on some of the plays he gets drawn up. They got a wing back and a wing back to the left, tight end to the right, so kind of a balanced set. They're going to go with Fickett to Gabe this time. Riley Kappas, checked into the game at quarterback, is going to run this inside the 5. Riley Kappas injecting some life into the Cowboys offense on this drive. He'll be down at the 1, so a 25-yard gain. And some good play calling there. They run the jet sweep with Gabe Armitage, and even though the play got blown up, they said, let's go back to it again. Oh, wait. No, we didn't. QB still got it. He's going to take it up the gut, and only needs a yard or 2 more to hit Pater. It looks like he's down at the 2, actually. And I'm not sure if we have a timeout.
There's an injury timeout.
Looks like there's an injured player heading over to the sideline. It's kind of odd, though. Only the Wadena players are walking over like it's a break, but the Cowboy players are kind of just hanging out here. So they're saying, let's just try to drive this one in and wrap this up, or wrap this first drive up. Second drive, I guess. 2 yards left to go. 1st and goal. Cowboys looking to add to this 2-0 lead on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard, and getting the handoff to do it is going to be Paul Armitage. Walks in. Could have drove a car through that hole. With 8:38 left to play. Paul Armitage with a 2-yard walk in once again. Cowboys trying to make it a 2-possession game. They follow up with the 2-point conversion. They haven't been kicking since their kicker David Erlinson went down a couple weeks ago. 2 receivers out to the right, 1 to the left. Paul Armitage, the lone back in the backfield, along with Vogelbacher. Vogelbacher hands it off to Armitage, who goes in for 2. Nice block in the backfield from Henry Sledadall. We got a 10-0 score on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Take a quick break. You're listening to Cowboy Football on B92.7 FM and watching on YouTube at KBMW News Live.
When Mom first started showing signs of memory loss, we were devastated. It was so frustrating. So many choices for assisted living. Then my sister and I walked into Twin Town Villa in Breckenridge. We knew that this was the perfect place for our mother. We loved the bright, beautiful apartments, and knew Mom would too. I was so impressed with the interaction between the residents and the staff. Twin Town Villa is a quality memory care community that's close to home and currently has openings. Call Twin Town Villa at 643-9542 or visit them online at twintownvilla.com.
B92.7 is KBMW Breckenridge Wahpeton. All the hits from 2KM today.
And welcome back to Cowboy Field. Breckenridge Cowboys with a 10-0 lead. Paul Armitage went in for the TD and then followed it up with the 2-point rush as well. So we got a quick 10-0 advantage for the Cowboys with 8:38 left to play here in the opening quarter on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Cooper Roberts getting ready to boot it, and we go with a squib kick this time. They went with the onside last time, so going to the second level. Maybe they're going to kick it deep next time. Keeping everyone on their toes. Wadena-Deer Creek lost a fumble on their first drive. Got the ball back, but then got a safety, so not exactly an improvement from a turnover, but they're going to try to improve on this drive with a 10-0 deficit ahead of them. Wadena-Deer Creek, team that struggled this year. Once again, a very young team. Pistol set. Operating out of the pistol is Leo Petrowski. Petrowski, and we'll see if he got the Cowboys to jump. It looks like he did.
Flag on the field.
I think Levi Christensen might have jumped.
Bring up 1st and 5.
So we got a 1st and 5. First quarter at Cowboy Field, 8:35 left to play in this opening quarter, more specifically. On the Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard, got one receiver to the right, pair of running backs in the backfield. They're going to hand it off this time. And is the ball loose again? They might say the play was dead. That was Gage Malik on the rush. Looks like they're going to give him about a yard. Wolverines coming to this game with a record of 1-5. Let's get that one win coming against Pine River Bacchus, who Cowboys put 58 points on. 36 of those coming in the second half, as you guys probably remember. Breckenridge brings one receiver to the right. And they're going to go under center, actually, with a split back look. Kind of a power dive on the left side. And, oh, we got a nice little run here. Jason Rudroot on the tote. They're going to give him about 9 yards on that. 9 yards for number 9. Wadena-Deer Creek. Like to run that veer option, which Breckenridge has kind of feasted on this year against teams who have run that. We haven't seen too much die-hard dedication to the veer at this point, I guess. They're just kind of trying to find something to work. They motion a man out of the backfield, toss right. Breckenridge trying to be ready for that. Good job shooting that inside from Gabe Armitage. Allows Tegan Abel to come clean it up along with Lawson Oliphant. I'll give him 2 yards. Cowboys looking to hold strong on defense. So far, they forced a turnover and also forced a safety. So 2 productive drives for this Cowboy defense. That is definitely been a strong unit all year. Split back look once again. Tight end to the right, receiver to the left. And they're going to go up the middle with the fullback, and there's about 3 green jerseys waiting for him there. He even lost his helmet while he's at it. That's Rugrid again. Or Rudrid. Probably a loss of 1 on that one. 3rd and 9. See what Wadena-Deer Creek has lined up for this play. Third and a long 9. 5:34 left to play here in this first quarter on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Cowboys back with kind of their more traditional look with the black pants and the green jerseys. We're going to get a counter play. It's kind of up the middle, but Breckenridge sniffed that out pretty well. Paul Armitage along with Riley Kappas. Now Kappas will get on his horse and run back to try to return a kick. Gain of 1 on the play for Gage Malik. 10-0 Breckenridge advantage with 4:50 left to play in this opening quarter on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Jason Rudrud kind of doing a little bit of everything. He'll handle the punt duties. And punt is fielded cleanly. One Breckenridge defender got back there to try to block it. J.D. Gomez returns it by the left sideline. He's going to try to go all the way to the opposite side of the field. Going up the Wadena sideline now. Cuts it inside, and a couple Wolverines get him over by the 50. So it looked like that was about a 15-yard return for J.D. Gomez. An electric in the return game, that is for sure. Cowboys will start this drive on the Wolverine 48. They got 4:17 left on the clock for this opening quarter. And a 10-0 lead. Those points coming off of a safety and then a Paul Armitage 2-yard rushing touchdown. Cowboys 2 drives so far. They lost a fumble and bounced back with a touchdown after forcing the safety, after their defense forced the safety. Trey Vogelbacher operating out of the gun. 1 receiver out to each side. They're going to hand it off to Lawson Alfin, his first action in the backfield today. A nice cut inside, another nice cut inside. He's going to try to cut all the way over to the left side of the field. And he's going to get wrapped up from behind, but not after a massive gain. Looks like he's down at about the 10, 38-yard rush. Lawson Alfin just weaving through the defense.
That gain is good enough for a Cowboys first down.
36-yard gain. Excuse me. I'm telling you, he's going to have the best yards per carry on this team by the end of the year. I'm telling you. Breckenridge into the tight machinery red zone, working on the Wadena 12. Alfin remains in the backfield with Trey Vogelbacher. 2 receivers out to the right, going back to the mullet look. They're going to motion J.D. Gomez over into the right side. Vogelbacher dropping back to pass, tosses it to the end zone to a wide open Cooper Roberts for a touchdown. Roberts got behind his corner and was backpedaling when he hauled that one in for the 12-yard score. There is a flag, though. See if they're going to wave that one off. Yeah, it looks like they are. So that'll back up the Cowboys. So the score remains 10-0. That's what I get for starting to write down the stats ahead of time. I always end up paying for that. That'll knock the Cowboys out of the tight machinery red zone, your local Case IH dealer in Wampton, if you didn't know. And Breckenridge on the 22-yard line. with a 1st and 20. Better get you guys in the camera frame here. Apologies if you're watching on KBMW News Live. And we got a motion over to the right side. JD Gomez gets another sweep and gets a nice block. Cuts it outside and cuts out outside again. Gets close to the first down marker. And you love his running style because he's just so elusive. But then at the end of it, he loves putting the shoulder down when he knows it's kind of either I can step out of bounds here or I can fight for a couple more yards. He's putting the shoulder down pretty much every time, it seems like. 19-yard gain for J.D. Gomez. I got him for 31 yards on 2 totes so far. 3:04 left to play in this first quarter on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. 2nd and 2 for the Cowboys. Vogelbacher in the backfield with Lawson Oliphant. We'll see if they're going to go with Oliphant here. They're going to motion Gabe Armitage in the backfield. Gabe gets the sweep handoff and walks it in. Both of the Armitage boys into the end zone today. 4-yard rush for Gabe Armitage with 2:59 left to play in the opening quarter. Cowboys up 16-0. We're still in the first quarter. So Gabe Armitage, I believe that's his first TD of the year. Someone make sure to fact check me on that. Cowboys. Head up to the line. There's 16-0 advantage. I'll make sure to update that when we head to the commercial break. 2 receivers out of the right. Tight end and wing back to the left. Running back to the right of Trey Vogelbacher, who's going to keep it himself. And we'll see if he got in. Looks like he did. Trey Vogelbacher goes in for 2. That'll make it an 18-0 score. 2:59 left to play here in the opening quarter on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. You're listening to Cowboy Football on B92.7 FM and watching on KBMW News Live on YouTube.
Hello, my name is Jason Butts, proud parent of 2 little Breckenridge Cowboys. My family loves Breckenridge and feel lucky to have such great schools. Breckenridge schools excel due to their dedicated faculty and staff. They truly care for each individual student. They encourage and foster an atmosphere that creates self-pride and big brains in these kids that will lead the next generation. They make school cool. A good school is cornerstone to a good community, and we are so lucky to have that here in Breckenridge. Breck schools inspire my boys to excel, and for that, I have Breckenridge pride. Play the jingle.
And welcome back. Breckenridge Cowboys football on the airwaves. We got an 18-0 ball game. Breckenridge taking on Wadena-Deer Creek. And I got nervous that I accidentally threw it to a full minute-long commercial, but I'm not going to say fortunately. I caught a bit of a break, but there was an injured Wadena player, so they had a longer break than usual between the kickoff. But he walked off the field, so it looks like he's all right. So good news all around. 18-0. Breckenridge advantage with 2:59 remaining in this opening quarter. And this time it's going to be a shallow kick, a high up one though, and it just died by the sideline. I can't believe it didn't go out of bounds, but Wadena-Deer Creek was able to get on top of it. So the Breckenridge Cowboys scored on 2 of their 3 drives so far. Also had a safety as well, so could have had a pick 6 as well too. Tegan Abel jumped that perfectly, but just didn't squeeze it in. 18-0. Cowboy advantage once again. Cowboys rotating in some other guys in the secondary. JD Gomez getting a breather with Gavin Hoppard coming in at corner, and oh, what a nice stick there. Looks like that might be Riley Kappas. Laying a lick on a Wadena ball carrier. 1 yard gain. Gotta double check. Who had the carry on that one? Or who had the carry on that one? All right, quarterback then. That was number 12 or number 10, Leo Petrowski. Trying to stay on top of my stats for once. 1 yard gain for Petrowski, and now we got a fumble on the play. Cowboys are saying they got it again. And it looks like they do. I think that was recovered by Charlie Craychaw, looks like. And we got another injured Wadena player. Oh, might be Tegan Abel on the recovery. And another injured Wolverine player, not a good sign. So they're going to help him out here, but I think the athletic trainer, well, all right, here she comes. Athletic trainer Janie Lanou just got done working on another player, so now she's going to have to come check on this one, and hopefully it's nothing serious, but we'll take a break. Breckenridge just got the ball back with another fumble recovery. We'll return after they get this player taken care of. You're listening to Cowboy Football on B92.7 FM, part of the I3G Media Sports Network.
Frederick Seed Incorporated in Fox Home would like to wish the Breckenridge Cowboys good luck in tonight's game. They'd also like to recognize the Breckenridge cheerleading squad: Ellen Paige Hershey, Sophia Johnson, Athena Levy, and Annabelle and Aubrey Martinez. Frederick Seed Incorporated says keep up the great work to the Breckenridge Cowboys football team and the cheerleading squad.
Folding a fitted sheet, programming the thermostat, matching your socks. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with an auto owner's insurance independent agent, getting the right coverage for your home doesn't have to be one of them. So you can get back to more important things, like finding that missing sock. That's simple human sense.
That's Carlson Family Insurance in Wapaton, representing auto owners insurance. Visit Carlson Family Insurance Agency in Wapaton today. Call 672-6002 or on the web at www.cfiagency.com.
Your daughter has the flu. Your son breaks his arm. You need quality medical care you can count on. CHI St. Francis Primary Care Walk-In Clinic. Quality family care. Go to the Primary Care Walk-In Clinic at CHI St. Francis, where there is no appointment necessary. Hours are Monday through Friday, 8 to 7:30 and 9 to 5 on the weekend. Quality care close to home. You get the finest care for home injuries, common illnesses, and emergency service. Virtual visit available. Call 643-0747. We treat you like family. You're one of our own.
What can you do in 30 seconds? Warm up your coffee, tie your shoes, Google, should I get screened for lung cancer? Then actually get screened for lung cancer. If you're a current or former smoker, talk with an Essentia Health provider about your eligibility for a low-dose CT screening, because early-stage lung cancer often has no signs or symptoms. Screening can mean an increased chance of successful treatment. Learn more at essentiahealth.org.
And welcome back to Cowboy Field. 2:12 remaining in this opening quarter on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Riley Kappas in the game at quarterback. He'll fake the sweep handoff and makes one defender miss, makes another one miss, and another! He's got one man to beat, cuts it inside, and 6. Riley Kappas, 36 yards to the house with 2:02 remaining in this opening quarter on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. With 2:02 left to play. It was a heck of a run. Riley Kappas has been an absolute gamer when he's been coming in at quarterback. Such a good athlete. They got to have some packages in there for him. Now he's going to get another run at a 2-point conversion. He'll hand it off this time around, and that is going nowhere. Gabe Armitage stopped short of the goal line, so we got a 24-0 score. Take a quick break. You're listening to Cowboy Football on B92.7 FM.
Farmers Union Oil of Southern Valley.
Hi, this is Wade from Breckenridge Cenex. Now is a great time to start thinking about protecting your recreational vehicles and equipment. Stock up on Splash RV Antifreeze at any one of our 4 locations, and we would like to thank you for your continued patronage.
Farmers Union Oil. Farmers Union Oil of Southern Valley.
And welcome back. You're listening to Cowboy Football on B92.7 FM and watching on YouTube at KBMW News Live. Part of the I3G Media Sports Network. Cowboys up 24-0. Fun fact about the I3G Media Sports Network, I'm the only one who's not doing a North Dakota game tonight. So I could give you a score from some of our sister stations, but I think the only one you'd be interested in is the Wapton one, as this kick is dove on inside the 20. Just trying to keep this from being a turnover. That was Tyler Phipps, the heads-up play. The cheerleaders, got to make sure to shout out that they got all the junior cheerleaders with them, so they got just a mob of cheerleaders down there. It's awesome. We're going to give the cheerleaders a shout-out quick again. Ella Hershey, Paige Hershey as well. Sophia Johnson, Athena Levy, Annabella Martinez, apologies, and Aubrey Martinez. And the senior is Pager, or Ella and Paige are seniors? All right, both the Hershey's are seniors. Hershey's are seniors, all right. I was pretty sure, but I wasn't 100% sure. There was one year at the newspaper, I remember I was calling Dylan Teberg a senior for a whole year, and then the next year I saw him at the first game of the year, and I said, "What are you doing here?" I was a junior last year, buddy. Pistol set for Wadena-Deer Creek. They'll start this drive, and, well, they were going to start the drive, but they had a false start. That'll back them up. Half the distance to the goal. Oh. Or just the 5 yards. Might come out to about the same anyways. So back up to the 8-yard line. 1st and 15 for Wadena. Pistol set once again for Wadena-Deer Creek. And broken play. They were trying to hand it off, but the running backs went the wrong way. Rudrud playing. Quarterback trying to operate. Ended up losing a yard or two on that. Now Wadena is backed up to their own 6. So tough sledding for the Wolverines so far. They trail 24-0 here in the opening quarter on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Cowboys wanted to come out and set the tone, and looks like they've done that so far. And that handoff is, once again, wrapped up in a hurry by the Cowboy defense. I think that was number 23 on the carry. So Wadena. Heading up to the line. Or no. Still waiting to get their play, I guess. Wadena, coached by Kyle Petermeyer. He really relays the play as Wolverines are now backed up to the 5-yard line. And a high snap, and it goes in the back of the end zone. We got our second safety of the day. I gotta say, this is the first game. I'm pretty confident I can say this is the first game I've ever covered that had 2 safeties in it, let alone 2 1/4. So we got a 26-0 Cowboy advantage with 24 seconds left to play here in the opening quarter. We'll take a very quick break before we come back for our second safety punt of the day. You're listening to Cowboy Football on B92.7 FM.
Big jobs, small jobs, and everything in between. Heitkamp Construction has served commercial and industrial clients in the Southern Valley and beyond since 1982. They are your fully licensed construction company, providing earthwork, paving, structural steel, and more. Need a new concrete parking lot or roofing? How about a new metal building for your farm or business? Call Heitkamp Construction in Wapton today at 642-5948 for superior construction service you can trust. Call 642-5948.
And welcome back to Cowboy Field. We got a 26-0 Breckenridge Cowboy lead against Wadena-Deer Creek. You feel like you hear a lot more people than you usually do. I've been tinkering with my crowd mic a little bit here. Try to give you more of a natural sound. All you fantastic listeners out there. Shout out to my engineer, Mark Borcher, being on top of that. His exact words were, "You don't have a crowd mic?" I said, "I do not, sir." Returning is Joey Lopez. Getting a crack at it, and we got another big Cowboy return. Kind of had a rough time planting there. Might have actually taken himself down there, Joey Lopez. He's been getting some action on the kick return team this year. And might have messed up his ankle a little bit there. Just got a smidge of a limp to it, but he'll walk it off. Cowboys will take over with 17.5 seconds remaining, so pretty safe to say this could be the last play of the half on the Wolverine 42. Boston Oliphant in the backfield. He'll get the handoff. Goes up the middle, and Wadena did a good job keeping Oliphant bottled up, or so they thought. I mean, the play got blown dead, but all of a sudden you see him come out of that pile somehow. Trying to bust another big gain. That'll do it for the opening quarter. 26-0, Breckenridge Cowboys lead. You're listening to Breckenridge football on B92.7 FM and watching on YouTube at KBMW News Live, part of the I3G Media Sports Network.
Buying a new home is an exciting experience, but it can be a stressful one too. Miller Realty can help relieve some of that stress with a simple formula of integrity, trust, and most importantly, experience. Their talented team is made up of Guy, Shelly, Jared, Lisa, Melissa, and Stephanie. They've put in the years helping people buy and sell their homes, and they understand this market. Miller Realty is a trusted legacy business in the Twin Towns. Put their knowledge and experience to work for you. Miller Realty in Breckenridge, a lasting tradition of experience, knowledge, integrity, and trust. Find them online at GuyMillerRealty.com.
Minn Kota Egg Products proudly supports the communities we serve by sponsoring the broadcast of this high school sporting event. When a team takes the field, there is nothing like experience you can count on to produce a winning season. Minn Kota has that experienced team, supported by the latest technology, products, equipment, and information to deliver a winning game plan for your farm. Contact our locations in Breckenridge, Barney, Kent, Wyndmere, Wahpeton, and Colfax. Let our team lead you to a successful farming season.
And welcome back to Cowboy Field. Breckenridge Cowboys with a 26-0 advantage. Had to make sure there wasn't another safety that I missed. Two receivers to the right, tight end, and the H-back to the left. And Paul Armitage is going to break free. Armitage with one man to beat, and he's got his second tutty of the day. 39 yards for Paul Armitage. Oh, actually, Joey Lopez getting a spell. I read the arrows. See, it was 33, I thought. What do I know? Joey Lopez getting the tutty from 39 yards out. Didn't realize they made some substitutions. Stick with Lopez. 2-point conversion attempt. A lot of reserves already getting some action. And they're going to toss it to the end zone. Levi Christensen got one hand on it, but got overthrown a little bit. So after the Joey Lopez 39-yard touchdown, we got a 32-0 Breckenridge advantage here in the opening half. And we are already switching to running clock, which is something the coaches can agree on. To start in the opening half, as usually they do it in the second half or fourth quarter when it's a 35-point game, but we got a 32-point game here with 11:11 remaining. You're listening to Cowboy Football on B92.7 FM and watching on YouTube at KBMW News Live.
North Dakota State College of Science is powered by the strong local connections we have with employers, business partners, program advisors, and local business leaders. We're proud to call Wahpeton home. Find out more about how you or your business can support NDSCS by visiting ndscs.edu. That's ndscs.edu.
And welcome back to Cowboy Field. Breckenridge already got a lot of reserves in the game, including their senior kicker, Tizian Crumming. I'm 100% sure on that pronunciation. New addition to the team. Crumming boots it away and boots it deep. And it's fumbled. We'll see if the Cowboys can get on it. It's fumbled again. We'll see who is able to get on top of it, if it's going to be Wadena or Breckenridge. Looks like the Wolverines were able to... Oh! Wolverines were able to get it. Even though I saw Gabe Armitage come up with the ball, so I was like, 32-0. Breckenridge in the lead. Excuse me. Wolverines will start on their own third team once again. Running clock has already been activated here with 9:50 left to play in the opening half on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Excuse me. And Breckenridge has already got a lot of the second teamers in. They still got some starters, but it's a nice blend. And Wadena try to capitalize on some of the reserves entering the game. A nice run by Rudrud. It's always fun to get a nice preview of the Cowboys we're going to be seeing down the road. Avery Smith making the stop there. For good things about his JV season. Here in the second quarter. Once again, Breckenridge has been putting on a dominant showing. Lost a fumble, or they fumbled it away on their opening drive and have scored on their next 4 possessions. Defense has also put 4 points on the board with a pair of safeties, and got a timeout taken by Wadena head coach Kyle Petermeyer. You're listening to Cowboy Football on B92.7 FM. Cowboys up 32-0 on the I3G Media Sports Network.
Getting you back to what you love. We are Optimum Rehab. For over a decade, Dr. Tony Egeman has provided physical therapy services for the people of Wahpeton, Breckenridge, and surrounding communities. We're a small practice that sees our patients as individuals. Through hands-on techniques, our patients have their treatment plans tailored to their exact needs. Sprains, sore muscles, back pain, achy joints, rehab following surgery, you name it. Optimum Rehab is your answer. When you need exceptional physical therapy, you need Optimum Rehab.
And welcome back. Breckenridge Cowboys football, and we got a broken play here. Looks like someone had the snap count wrong, as all of a sudden there's a fumble in the backfield. It's been the word of the day, fumble. Been a lot of them today. Cowboys playing aggressive. Both teams traded fumbles to start off this ball game, and Cowboys really kicked it into gear after that to build this 32-0 advantage. Excuse me. Had 26 points on the board before the first quarter was even done. Wolverines coming out in the I formation, double tight as well. Going to motion one man out of the backfield and then do a toss to the right. Oh, nice cutback by Rudrud. Get some of those yards back, but still always going to be right at the sticks. He'll actually move the chains. 7-yard gain for Rudrud. He's had a busy day. I got him for 8 carries. I think the rest of the team I got for about 4. So they are hoping for big things to happen when they're getting Rudrud involved. Try to shout out some of the Cowboys we got out there. Keaton Butts getting some action on defense, as is Landon Schillinger. Numbers 58 and 59, respectively, on the D-line. Keeping the number theme going, Ryland Davis, 58, 59, 60 all together in the trenches right now. They're going to go with a handoff up the middle. Let's see what Redroot ended up with. Gain of about 4 on the play. Cowboys, once again, leading 32-0. This opening half, 6:48 left to play before we head into halftime. We are in running clock already. Wadena. Double tight look. There's the one tight end on the left, receiver to the right. Or receiver also to the left. They're going to go up the middle anyways with Rudrid. 4-yard gain for him. Sets up 3rd and a long 1. Wadena looking for their first points of the day. Breckenridge Cowboys already have touchdowns from Paul Armitage, Gabe Armitage, Riley Kappas, and Joey Lopez. Third and a long 1. One man split out to the left, and another kind of broken play. See if Breckenridge was able to corral the quarterback before he got the first. Looks like they did. Another miscommunication between the quarterback and the center will cost them a yard. And we'll see if the Wolverines are going to be thinking of going forward here in their own territory, if they're going to be booting it away here on 4th and 2. Looks like they're going to be going for it. Up the middle with the dive, and looks like he's going to be able to get the first down. Rudrud plunges forward. Cowboys once again leading 32-0, trying to keep Wadena off the scoreboard before they head into the locker room. And I will once again point out we are in running clock. We got a ton of Breckenridge starters already on the sideline with their helmets off. One man split out to the left. And it looks like the guard jumped. Cowboys were showing blitz. So it'll back up the Wolverines. The struggles just keep coming. Just under 4 minutes left to play here in the opening half. Cowboys setting the tone early on in this one. You can see some guys who are still starters out there. Charlie Craychaw, Lawson Oliphant. Gavin Hopper, who we've seen start in the secondary this year, out there as well. Got another short run for Wadena. Gabe Armitage, who we've seen start on defense. Getting some action this week. Looks like a 3-yard gain on that one. Breckenridge kind of knew they were going to be the favorites in this one, but they still had the idea to come out and try to take control early on. We got a toss, mishandled toss. Rudrud tried to get it, but looks like the Cowboys were able to get there instead. And they did. Oh, evidently not. All right, there we go. Recovered by number 71, who is not on the roster. Let's see a number 71 on here. But another fumble recovery. So we'll see if the Cowboys backups can put another one in the end zone here before halftime. They got 2:13 left to do it, but once again, it is running clock, so not as much time as you think it is. Breckenridge has got a lot of the starters from the O-line. Eli Butts just came out of the game, and I don't know if that was exactly a legal substitution, but we're rolling with it. And at quarterback is number 6, Jordan Kappas. We got another Kappas taking some snaps today. He'll hand it off to, I got to check the number on that one. I want to say that's Jonah Kunkel. And it is. I think Jonah Kunkel is celebrating a birthday today as well. Happy birthday to him, or maybe that was yesterday. Trying to get my days mixed up. But a happy birthday to you, Jonah, whether it is today or later on. 5-yard gain for you. So he's got a TD on his birthday on the horizons. But a 5-yard gain. 1:13 left to play. Cowboys knocking on the door of the Titan Machinery red zone. 2 receivers out of the right, tight end, and an H-back to the left. Kunkel and Jordan Kappas in the backfield. He'll hand it off to Kunkel, and this time Wadena is ready for him. Kunkel able to pick up about a yard. 45 seconds remaining in this half. We'll see if how aggressive the Cowboys are going to get here. I don't think it'd be the worst thing in the world here to have the third-string quarterback get to throw one before halftime. We shall see. Jordan Kappas waiting on the snap. And he's going to get to toss it out to the flats, but it is mishandled. Gavin Hoffer, the intended receiver. Not the Kappas I expected to see throw a pass today, but his first pass attempt will fall to the ground, and we got a 32-0 Cowboy lead heading into the locker rooms. Once again, running time, so we'll head in the locker room with him. You're listening to Cowboy Football on B92.7 FM. Your Minn Kota Ag Products halftime show coming up next.
You want what you want. At Quality Toyota, we totally understand that we aren't going to talk you into a car you don't want. Instead, we're here to help you find the car, the color, the options, and the style that you do want. All with a simple, easy, and stress-free approach, because the price listed online or in every windshield is the only price. That way, we can concentrate on getting you the right car. Quality Toyota, West Lincoln Avenue in Fergus Falls. QualityToyota.net. Let's go places.
How much do you really know about insurance? You have to have it, and your family should be covered at all times in case of an accident. What coverage is the best for you? That's where independent insurance agents Tyler Kent and Brad Rivard at Red River Agency Incorporated of Breckenridge can help. They provide all your insurance needs for home, auto, farm, life, commercial, MPCI, and crop hail. It's that easy. Give Tyler Kent or Brad Rivard a call at 643-1623. Red River Agency Incorporated, always by your side. No matter what time of year, a farmer's relationship with Red River Grain never changes. Red River Grain works shoulder to shoulder with area farmers, providing grain and agronomy services to help maximize your farm's potential. Red River Grain has been serving farmers for years with competitive prices and high-quality service. Talk to Carson or Brad for your grain and agronomy needs. Red River Grain, East Breckenridge, 643-3738. That's 643-3738, or you can find them online at redrivergrain.com.
Save big this month with Smith Motors in Wapaton. Get up to $120 in rebates on the purchase and install of a set of 4 tires. Save up to $40 in rebates on the purchase and install of front and rear brake pads. Save up to $40 in rebates on the purchase and install on front and rear brake rotors. And save up to $80 in rebates on the purchase and install on GM shocks and struts. Small town friendly, big town deals. Smith Motors, your certified Chevy and GMC dealership in Wapaton. Visit them online at smithmotors.com.
Ever notice how every other ad seems to be an insurance company promising to save you money?
What is with these insurance companies?
Hi, this is Matt.
And this is Amanda.
And we're your local State Farm agents.
We're here to debunk all the insurance junk.
What do you really need to know?
What is a fair and competitive price?
Let us make sure you are getting the best bang for your insurance dollar.
And find out why State Farm has been around for over 100 years and remains number one today.
Ready to gain an edge in your career? Titan Machinery's Service Technician Apprenticeship Program is designed for anyone wishing to become a diesel mechanic, working on Case IH equipment through full-time, on-the-job training. Enjoy a hands-on work experience. Learn from factory-trained service experts and apply your knowledge from school directly to your work with this unique program opportunity. Become a Titan in the industry and grow with a dealership that invests in you at Titan Machinery Wapton, your local Case IH dealer. Visit TitanMachinery.com/careers to learn more.
B92.7 is KBMW Breckenridge Wahpeton. All the hits from 2KM today.
And welcome to the Minn Kota Ag Products Halftime Show, your #1 grain marketing and production agriculture supply company. Turnerville office, time for your State Farm Stat Report, brought to you by State Farm agents Matt and Amanda Frederick, your local State Farm agents in Breckenridge and Wahpeton. And we'll run through the scoring first, as we always do. And the game started off with a Wadena-Deer Creek safety with 9:57 left to play in the opening quarter. Shortly after, with 8:38 left to play, Paul Armitage found the end zone from 2 yards out. Armitage went in for the two-point conversion as well to make it a 10-0 game. And then with 2:59, Gabe Armitage got a turn into the end zone. He went 4 yards for the score. Then Trey Vogelbacher followed it up with a two-point rush to make it 18-0. A 36-yard score by Riley Kappas with 36 yards with 2:02 remaining. The two-point conversion was stuffed. And then there was the other safety, which I just realized I forgot to write down, but trust me, there was another safety that was in the first quarter. And then Joey Lopez scored from 39 yards out, and the two-point conversion was no good to make it 32-0. And then the starters are most of the starters have been done since the first quarter. So the Cowboys got Joey Lopez in the backfield. He broke free for a touchdown. We'll see if any of the other reserves can kind of make a big play here. Now we'll run through the stats that we got. Got to make sure to update and get the 39-yard run for Joey Lopez on here. His only rush of the day so far. 1 carry for 39 yards for him and a touchdown. I got 2 carries for Riley Kappas for 60 yards, so he would be the leading rusher for the Cowboys so far. 2 carries for 31 yards for J.D. Gomez. 1 carry for 36 yards for Lawson Oliphant. 2 carries for 1 yard for Gabe Armitage, but he does have a touchdown. And then I got 2 carries for 11 yards and a touchdown for Paul Armitage. I feel like I'm off on Paul's stats there. I feel like he's gotten more than 2 carries, but that's what we're going with here. And neither team has completed a pass so far. Trey Vogelbacher was 0 for 1. Jordan Kappas, yes, Jordan Kappas, not Riley. The third-string quarterback got in here and had an incomplete pass. And then 0 for 2 was Leo Petrosky, the quarterback for Wadena-Deer Creek. So nobody's got a pass so far, but I do have Riley Kappas, Tegan Abel, and another Cowboy for a fumble recovery here. Breckenridge has forced 3 turnovers so far and have been playing lights out, and we'll see if they're going to be able to keep their foot on the gas here. Once again, the running clock did start in the first half, so we're going to so that will continue here into the second half. We'll take a quick break on the Minn Kota Ag Products Halftime Show. Once again, your #1 grain marketing and your #1 grain marketing and production agriculture supply company.
Hello, my name is Jason Butts, proud parent of 2 little Breckenridge Cowboys. My family loves Breckenridge and feel lucky to have such great schools. Breckenridge schools excel due to their dedicated faculty and staff. They truly care for each individual student. They encourage and foster an atmosphere that creates self-pride and big brains in these kids that will lead the next generation. They make school cool. A good school is cornerstone to a good community, and we are so lucky to have that here in Breckenridge. Breck schools inspire my boys to excel, and for that, I have Breckenridge pride. Play the jingle.
Frederick Seed Incorporated in Fox Home would like to wish the Breckenridge Cowboys good luck in tonight's game. They'd also like to recognize the Breckenridge cheerleading squad, Ellen Paige Hershey, Sophia Johnson, Athena Levy, and Annabelle and Aubrey Martinez. Frederick Seed Incorporated says keep up the great work to the Breckenridge Cowboys football team and the cheerleading squad.
Folding a fitted sheet, programming the thermostat, matching your socks. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with an auto owner's insurance independent agent, getting the right coverage for your home doesn't have to be one of them. So you can get back to more important things, like finding that missing sock. That's simple human sense.
That's Carlson Family Insurance in Wapaton, representing auto owners insurance. Visit Carlson Family Insurance Agency in Wapaton today. Call 672-6002 or on the web at www.cfiagency.com.
Your daughter has the flu. Your son breaks his arm. You need quality medical care you can count on. CHI St. Francis Primary Care Walk-In Clinic. Quality family care. Go to the Primary Care Walk-In Clinic at CHI St. Francis, where there is no appointment necessary. Hours are Monday through Friday, 8 to 7:30 and 9 to 5 on the weekend. Quality care close to home. You get the finest care for home injuries, common illnesses, and emergency service. Virtual visit available. Call 643-0747. We treat you like family. You're one of our own.
What can you do in 30 seconds? Warm up your coffee, tie your shoes, Google, should I get screened for lung cancer? Then actually get screened for lung cancer. If you're a current or former smoker, talk with an Essentia Health provider about your eligibility for a low-dose CT screening, because early-stage lung cancer often has no signs or symptoms. Screening can mean an increased chance of successful treatment. Learn more at essentiahealth.org.
Farmers Union Oil of Southern Valley.
Hi, this is Wade from Breckenridge Cenex. Now is a great time to start thinking about protecting your recreational vehicles and equipment. Stock up on Splash RV Antifreeze at any one of our 4 locations, and we would like to thank you for your continued patronage.
Farmers Union Oil. Farmers Union Oil of Southern Valley.
And welcome back to Cowboy Field, and I know we are here for the Breckenridge Cowboys game, but I got a quick Twin Town football update for you. Wapaton hosting the #1 team in the state, Grand Forks Red River, and Wapaton has a 14-12 lead at the half. Braden Steffens caught a 31-yard touchdown pass with 4 seconds left in the half to put them up 14-12, and we'll see if they're going to be able to hang on for the upset win. Once again, the #1 team in the state. You can catch that on our YouTube channel right here. Robert Wanick's on the call for that. Or you can go to AM 1450 KBMW, or you can hang here and see how the Breckenridge Cowboys are going to close this one out as they lead 32-0 here against Wadena-Deer Creek at the half. And I should have been showing you guys, turning the camera a little bit so you can see we got guys kicking field goals here on the field, which is a blast. Big fan. Can't tell if they're about to get kicked off the field or not, but that was fun. Anyways, the Breckenridge Cowboys, once again, got off to a dominant start to this game. It seems like everyone who's gotten a carry has been able to break free for a big run. We got Riley Kappas with a couple big carries, both going over 20 yards. We got J.D. Gomez taking a couple reverses for big gains. Lawson Oliphant getting in on the fun. By the way, he had 2 carries for 39 yards. Forgot about that rush he had right at the end of the first quarter. And then the defense, once again, has been lights out, have been locked in, forcing turnovers like crazy. And, we'll just see if, the Breckenridge reserves can kind of try to keep the ship on the keep everything on the right path and close this ball game out. And they'll take a 3-4 record into their regular season finale, try to get to 500 before the postseason potentially. So, but you got to get this one first, obviously. I know I'm trying not to talk like the game's already over, but I mean, when the running clock started in the first half, it's usually kind of a safe bet, but we'll see. We'll discuss that more when we come back. Wrap up the Minn Kota Ag Products halftime show and come back. Or it looks like Cowboys still got time to warm up, but we'll take another break here, we'll say, on the Minn Kota Ag Products halftime show. Once again, Breckenridge up 32-0 against Wadena-Deer Creek. You're listening to Cowboy Football on B92.7 FM on the I3G Sports Network.
Big jobs, small jobs, and everything in between. Heidkamp Construction has served commercial and industrial clients in the Southern Valley and beyond since 1982. They are your fully licensed construction company, providing earthwork, paving, structural steel, and more. Need a new concrete parking lot or roofing? How about a new metal building for your farm or business? Call Heitkamp Construction in Wapton today at 642-5948 for superior construction service you can trust. Call 642-5948. Buying a new home is an exciting experience, but it can be a stressful one too. Miller Realty can help relieve some of that stress with a simple formula of integrity, trust, and most importantly, experience. Their talented team is made up of Guy, Shelly, Jared, Lisa, Melissa, and Stephanie. They've put in the years helping people buy and sell their homes, and they understand this market. Miller Realty is a trusted legacy business in the Twin Towns. Put their knowledge and experience to work for you. Miller Realty in Breckenridge, a lasting tradition of experience, knowledge, integrity, and trust. Find them online at GuyMillerRealty.com.
Minn Kota Egg Products proudly supports the communities we serve by sponsoring the broadcast of this high school sporting event. When a team takes the field, there is nothing like experience you can count on to produce a winning season. Minn Kota has that experienced team, supported by the latest technology, products, equipment, and information to deliver a winning game plan for your farm. Contact our locations in Breckenridge, Barney, Kent, Wyndmere, Wapton, and Colfax. Let our team lead you to a successful farming season.
North Dakota State College of Science is powered by the strong local connections we have with employers, business partners, program advisors, and local business leaders. We're proud to call Wahpeton home. Find out more about how you or your business can support NDSCS by visiting ndscs.edu. That's ndscs.edu.
Getting you back to what you love. We are Optimum Rehab. For over a decade, Dr. Tony Eggeman has provided physical therapy services for the people of Wahpeton, Breckenridge, and surrounding communities. We're a small practice that sees our patients as individuals. Through hands-on techniques, our patients have their treatment plans tailored to their exact needs. Sprains, sore muscles, back pain, achy joints, rehab following surgery, you name it. Optimum Rehab is your answer. When you need exceptional physical therapy, you need Optimum Rehab.
You want what you want. At Quality Toyota, we totally understand that we aren't going to talk you into a car you don't want. Instead, we're here to help you find the car, the color, the options, and the style that you do want. All with a simple, easy, and stress-free approach, because the price listed online or in every windshield is the only price. That way, we can concentrate on getting you the right car. Quality Toyota, West Lincoln Avenue in Fergus Falls. QualityToyota.net. Let's go places.
Welcome back as we wrap up the Minn Kota Ag Products halftime show, your number one grain marketing and production and agriculture supply company. Breckenridge will start this second half with a 32-0 lead once again. On our sister station, AM 1450 KBMW, Wapton took a 14-12 lead right before halftime. Playing the number one team in the state, Grand Forks Red River, looking to pull off the big upset. Meanwhile, the Breckenridge Cowboys trying not to give up a big upset after taking this comfortable lead into halftime. Once again, this halftime show brought to you by Minn Kota Ag Products. It's Breckenridge. Gets ready to rock here for the second half. It's the Wadena-Deer Creek Wolverines. It has been a nice night for football. A little chilly. You know, it's our first night that's really felt like fall. My first time wearing pants for a long time. I've been wearing shorts for many moons, but unfortunately had to break out the khaki pants for the game tonight. I know. Didn't want to do it, but I conceded to the winner. We got a beautiful night for our comedy night last night, though. We were pretty lucky. Had that for an outdoor event on October 10th. We got a little nervous, but won't hear me complain, that is for sure. Wadena getting ready to boot this away. The second half kickoff brought to you by North Dakota State College of Science. The science of learning by doing. North Dakota State College of Science. Little squib kick here to the Cowboy up men. Looks like that was taken by Ernst, who takes it out of bounds safely.
Connor Ernst grabs that kickoff and runs it out of bounds.
So after the
Cowboys.
Nice return from Ernst, Breckenridge will Start this at the 37 on the left hash. Better my scoreboard updated here. Apologies. The quarter 3. It's again Breckenridge up 32-0. And the reserves played basically the whole second quarter, so expect to see more of that here. Motion a man out. Looks like they did not motion a man out. They had an extra lineman in the huddle. Same thing. I was like, you don't see a number 66 go in motion very often, but what do I know? And a nice cut there inside. But ooh, a big lick there in the hole. Might have been a fumble as well.
Jonah Kunkel on the carry.
Jonah Kunkel getting his bell rung there a bit.
Ball came loose.
We'll see who's able to recover that one.
The Cowboys recovered, so it brings up second and about
That was
6
about a
for the Cowboys.
4-yard gain for Jonah Kunkel. Got him for 3 carries for 10 yards so far. Once again, Jordan Kappas handling the QB duties. Third string for this Cowboy. They're going the misdirection handoff on the left side. So like it's Avery Smith making a couple nice cuts. Running that for a first down.
Avery Smith on that carry.
Avery Smith, the misdirection handoff. Let's see where he got down at. Just shy of the 50, so we'll call it again at 9.
First and 10 for the Cowboys at the 50-yard line.
Like I said, he's been having a nice JV season from what I've heard. Cowboys coming up to the line with their reserves. Operating out of the gun. And we got another QB in the game. I'll make sure to double check the number here after we watch him go for a first down and some more. Get him at least 15 for number 11, Jackson Lopez.
On the carry. Gideon Pennell on the
Jackson Lopez with a 15-yard gain.
He's good enough for another Cowboys first down. First and 10 for the Cowboys at the 35-yard line.
Jackson Lopez with the first down at the 35. Still working on the left hash. Running clock here in the second half. We had it in the second quarter as well. Cowboys going with an empty set here for quarterback Jordan Kappas. He'll drop back to pass, throw it down the field. He's got a man who hauls it. Ooh, almost hauls it in. Actually was bobbled. Hunter Bogenreef had a shot at it. Incomplete pass.
So bring up second and 10 for the Cowboys.
So 0 for 2 throwing the ball for Jordan Kappas so far. Both teams, neither team has completed a pass yet. Despite a few tries, I think the two teams are combined at 0 for 6 so far. There was a touchdown pass that Trey Bogelbacher threw to Cooper Roberts that got waved off. Handoff inside. Joey Lopez this time. Had that touchdown earlier. They're going to give him a yard on that for Joey Lopez. Third and 9 for the Breckenridge second team offense. Maybe third. Maybe the third team. Might be a safer bet. Jonah Kunkel operating out of the Wildcat. Tries cutting inside and none doing there. Kunkel loses a yard on the play. Set up 4th and 10.
Loss of 1 on the play will bring up 4th and 10 for the Cowboys.
We'll see if they're sending out the backup punt team. I'm not 100% sure. They're just going to, a lot of times you just kind of see them stick with the offense in these kind of situations. And we'll see what they're going to be doing. 4th and 10. Couple receivers to the left. 2 close in on the right. Motion a man out to the right side. Kappas. Low snap. Tries diving on it, and he does. So losing a few yards and turnover on downs.
Third cap is falls on it.
So Breckenridge
And the Wolverines will take over.
sending out the reserve defense.
41-yard line.
A lot of guys getting some reps at a position they might be starting in next year. Or in a couple years. A lot of young guys, obviously. A lot of young guys already on this team. Cowboys. Once again up 32-0, and not sure if they took it. Didn't know if there was a timeout or an injury. 5:28 left to play in this third quarter on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Wadena working on their own 41. Coming out with a split back look. And looks like a few guys jumped.
Flag on the play.
So that'll back up the Wolverines. 5 more. Once again, running clock going on here. Oh, actually offsides on the Cowboys.
So we'll bring up 1st and 5 for the Wolverines.
Wolverines gaining some yards, actually. $32-0 Cowboy lead on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Wadena with a 1st and 5. Handed off on the right side. And it's going to be a first down and some more. Rudrum. You sometimes see some plays where you can tell it's a varsity player going up against a young batch. Right there, Rudrum, the senior running back, gave a good lick to one of the Cowboy players. 8-yard gain for Rudrum. The senior back for this squad once again, and 4:03 left to play here in the third quarter. Breckenridge took their 32-0 lead in the halftime. Had a turnover on downs on their first offensive drive, and it's the first time we've seen the reserves on defense. Split back look once again. They're going to go with a handoff on the left side. Kind of just ran that into a pile of Cowboys and Wolverines. Me workshopping a comic book I'm going to write one day, Cowboys and Wolverines. I think it's going to be awesome. We'll see. 2-yard gain. Wolverine might be taken for a name already. 2nd and 8 for the Wolverines. Operating on the Cowboy 43. Over on the right hash. 3:15 left to play in this third quarter on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. The Cowboys with a comfortable 32-0 lead. Wadena-Deer Creek. Got one man split out to the right. We're going to go with another handoff up the middle. Looked like Ernst was going to blow that up in a hurry, but kind of overshot it.
Jason Rudwood on the carry.
That was Connor Ernst forcing it outside. Rudwood running for a gain of 8, it looks like.
Pushes him out of bounds. They'll bring up 3rd down. 3rd and about 2 for the Wolverines.
Sets up 3rd and 2 for Wadena-Deer Creek. On the Cowboy 37. Breckenridge's reserves looking to keep the 0 on the board.
Jason Rudwood on
Better double check if the Cowboys have pitched a shutout so far this year. I don't think they have. I've been wrong before. Just once, but I've been wrong before.
One of those in on the stop. Again is good enough for another Wolverines first down.
Wolverines move the sticks.
For the Wolverines at
Now they are on the
32-yard line.
Cowboy 32. Wolverine fans getting rowdy here. So let's get some points, baby. And another dive play.
Gage Malik on the carry.
As the Cowboys, so far this year, have not pitched a shutout. They held One team to 12 points.
Schillinger on the,
Other than that, every foe they've faced has gone over 20 points, which is kind of surprising because the defense is what's been keeping them in a lot of these games. So, wouldn't really expect that, but they were potentially looking at pitching a shutout last week, though, and that ended up giving up 22 points. Granted, some of those came outside of regulation, but split back look once again for the Wolverines, who have just under a minute left to play. Now we got a flag.
Flag on the field.
So that'll back up the Wolverines. Legal procedure will back them up.
So back up the Wolverines, so it's 2nd and 15.
Yeah, it's got me definitely excited for the future, seeing all of these young Cowboys come in here and not be afraid of playing under the lights in front of a big crowd. Got a toss to the right, the rug rim. Takes it up to the right sideline for a gain of 5 or 6. Oh, maybe he didn't get pushed out of bounds as early as I thought he did.
Landon Schillinger on the tackle.
Gain about 8 on the play.
That is the end.
So that'll wrap up the third quarter. Get those forwards up, everybody. 32-0. The score remains. After 3 quarters of play, you are listening to Cowboy Football on P92.7 FM and watching on YouTube at KBMW News Live, part of the I3G Media Sports Network.
How much do you really know about insurance? You have to have it, and your family should be covered at all times in case of an accident. What coverage is the best for you? That's where independent insurance agents Tyler Kent and Brad Rivard at Red River Agency Incorporated of Breckenridge can help. They provide all your insurance needs for home, auto, farm, life, commercial, MPCI, and crop hail. It's that easy. Give Tyler Kent or Brad Rivard a call at 643-1623. Red River Agency Incorporated, always by your side.
No matter what time of year, a farmer's relationship with Red River Grain never changes. Red River Grain works shoulder to shoulder with area farmers, providing grain and agronomy services to help maximize your farm's potential. Red River Grain has been serving farmers for years with competitive prices and high-quality service. Talk to Carson or Brad for your grain and agronomy needs. Red River Grain, East Breckenridge, 643-3738. That's 643-3738, or you can find them online at redrivergrain.com.
That timeout was brought to you by Highcamp Construction. Once you build with them, you won't build any other way. Split back look for the Wolverines. Double tight as well. They got a receiver out to the right. And Rugrum want to put a little too much bounce into that spring out of his stance. Oh. Actually offsides on the defense. Sets up 3rd and 3. We'll stick with this double tight look. Drop back to pass, and kind of a dump pass to the right side, and it's complete. We got our first pass completion of the day, folks. And catching it is number 83.
Pass is completed to Noah Drain.
Noah Drang.
Hunter Bogenreef on the tackle. That is
some good coverage, though, by Hunter Bogenreef.
First and 10 from the 15-yard line.
His Uncle Nick was just texting me. I got to get back to him after this game's all wrapped up. 32-0. Here in the 4th quarter on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. 10:47 left to play. Wolverines looking to get that goose egg off the board. Trailing 32-0. Running clock here in the 4th quarter. Motion man out of the backfield. They're going to that toss play they love running. Rugrum cuts it up.
Jason Rugrum on the carry.
And it's taken down by number 60, Rylan Davis.
Brings up 2nd and 7 for the Wolverines.
3-yard gain. As Wadena-Deer Creek, almost forgot to mention, they enter the Type Machinery red zone. Got 11 yards to hit pay dirt here. 9:58 left to play in the game. Kind of a power dive play on the left side, and that's eaten up in a hurry. Getting in the backfield, caused some havoc. Number 59, Landon Schillinger once again. Doing a good job when he's getting into the game.
Brings up third down.
Junior lineman. Listed at 5'11", 200.
Third and about 7.
.928 left to play in this ball game on the Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Cowboys got almost all of these 32 points in the opening quarter. And they handed the keys to the reserves to close it out. They've been doing a solid job. Looking to keep it rolling. 9 minutes left to play. Split back look once again. Wolverines. Motion a man out of the backfield. Toss right. They're going to run a halfback pass. Throw it to the end zone, but incomplete. They're looking for a rug rum on that. Jonah Kunkel over there on the coverage.
Pass is incomplete.
Along with
brings up fourth down.
Joey Lopez. Also sticking with him in the secondary. Once again, a bit of a chilly night for football, but no one hear me complain. Breckenridge Cowboys got 8 minutes to run off the clock before they can improve to 3-4 on the year, or they wrap up the regular season on the road against Walker Hackensack Akeley. They'd love to be riding a shutout win. 4th and 7. Wolverines looking for their first point still. Dropping back to pass. They toss it for the end zone, and it is picked. Oh, it's caught. Oh, it's actually picked off. And now we have a flag. There's a lot going on here. I couldn't tell if Joey Lopez came down with the pick.
Joey Lopez on the interception.
It looks like he did. Another turnover for us, but we got to see what the flag was. Joey Lopez with the INT.
Another $15 to the touchdown club from Casey's Bar, Campus Customs.
That looks like
and pressure washing
one of the
unlimited.
Wolverine players is the recipient of an unsportsmanlike conduct penalty. Not sure what happened on it. I wasn't in the end zone, but Joey Lopez on in the interception. Big day for him. Might just helped out his claim for player of the game. He's got a TD to go along with an interception. Nice return as well. Let's see if he can add to the resume. He's in the backfield. They're going to motion Avery Smith over, give it to him on a jet sweep. He's got a good block in front of him, and it looks like he's going to break free. Avery Smith, 83 yards to the house. First points of the second half for the Cowboys. Avery Smith, second carry of the day. Man, I do not envy the starting defense, some of these playmakers that they got to go up against in the younger grades. 83 yards for Smith. And talk about a swing for the Wolverines. They were looking for their first points of the day, and instead they got a long Cowboy touchdown instead.
Cowboys will try the 2-point conversion.
Breckenridge trying to put 2 more on the board. Jordan Kappas in the backfield, along with Joey Lopez. Kappas will keep it himself for the 2. Jordan Kappas goes in for 2.
40-0
your score 5:36 left to play. You're listening to Cowboy Football on B92.7 FM and watching on YouTube at KBMW News Live.
Save big this month with Smith Motors in Wapaton. Get up to $120 in rebates on the purchase and install of a set of 4 tires. Save up to $40 in rebates on the purchase and install of front and rear brake pads. Save up to $40 in rebates on the purchase and install on front and rear brake rotors. And save up to $80 in rebates on the purchase and install on GM shocks and struts. Small town friendly, big town deals. Smith Motors, your certified Chevy and GMC dealership in Wapaton. Visit them online at smithmotors.com.
$40-0. Breckenridge leads. It's Wadena-Deer Creek. Cowboys just got the first points of the second half. Avery Smith took a jet sweep, 83 yards to the house for his first varsity touchdown. I saw he had one man to beat, and he had one blocker along with him, so you do the math. Usually going to be a good result for the ball carrier. 40-0. Breckenridge lead, their final home game of the regular season. They're going to boot this one. I don't know if that was the plan, but that got booted straight out of bounds.
Drumming stick goes out of bounds.
Part of the plan. It's good to have that in the playbook for later.
For the Wolverines.
They don't have the same onside kick regulations we got to deal with in the NFL. That's so crazy. You got to tell them you got to declare it's an onside kick first, which I'm all about safety. You know, I want these players to live long, happy lives, but the onside kicks are kind of sad.
That was a legal procedure against the Cowboys.
So Breckenridge picks up a penalty. And now it'll be Wadena ball on the Cowboy 45. They hustle up to the line. They got 4:33 left to play. They're going to get some points on the board before this one is a wrap. They're going to go with a handoff up the middle. Got a nice surge there. Jonah Kunkel making the stop, as was Jackson Lopez.
Jonah Kunkel and on the stop. That gain is good enough for a Wolverines first down.
And make sure that you guys tune in to the Giant Sports Show tomorrow. We'll have head coach Carson Yagi hopping on the call at 9 a.m. Pretty sure he said he was coming at 9 a.m. Oh, boy. I know Coach Gilbertson's coming in at 9:40. I think Coach Kruger's coming in at 9:20, so should be a fun lineup. Yours truly will be there, too. I don't know if that's really a draw, but Avery Smith making a nice tackle. As Wolverines are going to fall to 1-6 on the year.
Gain of about 3, so it's 2nd and 7.
But would love to not get shut out. That's what they're thinking. Let's get some points here before we have to hop on the bus. 3:30 left to play on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Got another late substitution for the Cowboys. All right, here comes the Wolverine offense. I don't know if the play clock just wasn't going or what, but we're taking our sweet time tonight. Split back look once again. Handoff up the middle, and Breckenridge making quick work of that.
Gage Malik on the carry.
They got some dudes coming up.
Landon Schillinger on the stop.
It's good news for me. I'm hoping to still be broadcasting for the Cowboys in a couple of years here. Until they come with inevitably come with the torches and the pitchforks, but we'll deal with that when it comes. Just kidding. You guys are a very supportive fan base. Very much appreciate all of you guys who tuned in to any of the Cowboy games this year. Hopefully no temper tantrums on the airwaves tonight from me. 40-0. Breckenridge advantage. Wadena-Deer Creek dropping back to pass. And they got a man. And now he dropped it, but I think they're going to call that a fumble. He did catch it and make a football move, so it looks like the Cowboys have recovered another fumble. And this time around, we got Jordan Kappas recovering the fumble.
There was a fumble on the play.
So Breckenridge will get the ball back.
Kappas on the,
Likely going to see the victory
recovery.
formation here.
So it's 1st and 10 for the Cowboys at the...
But I got to say, I'm impressed by these reserves coming in here, holding it down. Didn't give up the shutout, and they also got some more points on the board. They actually scored 2 touchdowns from the reserves tonight. Presumably going to kneel this one out. Excuse me. Jordan Kappas will be doing the honors. Jonah Kunkel and Avery Smith flanking him in the victory formation. That Breckenridge runs out of the gun, and I used to complain about it, but now I kind of see the logic of it. If you haven't been going under center the whole game, why would you do it now? That's just begging for a disaster to happen. Cowboys are going to have to kneel on it one more time. Run off another about 7 seconds or so. Assume the officials giving them a good lowdown before they dive into it, and this should do it. That will wrap it up. 40-0, your final. As the final 30 seconds tick off here, Breckenridge Cowboys bounce back for a tough loss on the road last week, and they came in focused, set the tone right away. The starters were basically done by the first quarter, and Cowboys got a chance at improving to 500 before the playoffs start. We'll take a quick break and come back with your Miller Realty postgame show. You are listening to Cowboy Football on B92.7 FM and watching on YouTube at KBMW News Live.
Ever notice how every other ad seems to be an insurance company promising to save you money?
What is with these insurance companies?
Hi, this is Matt.
And this is Amanda.
And we're your local State Farm agents.
We're here to debunk all the insurance junk.
What do you really need to know?
What is a fair and competitive price?
Let us make sure you are getting the best bang for your insurance dollar.
And find out why State Farm has been around for over 100 years and remains #1 today.
Ready to gain an edge in your career? Titan Machinery's Service Technician Apprenticeship Program is designed for anyone wishing to become a diesel mechanic, working on Case IH equipment through full-time, on-the-job training. Enjoy a hands-on work experience. Learn from factory-trained service experts and apply your knowledge from school directly to your work with this unique program opportunity. Become a Titan in the industry and grow with a dealership that invests in you at Titan Machinery Wapton, your local Case IH dealer. Visit titanmachinery.com/careers to learn more.
When Mom first started showing signs of memory loss, we were devastated. It was so frustrating. So many choices for assisted living. Then my sister and I walked into Twin Town Villa in Breckenridge. We knew that this was the perfect place for our mother. We loved the bright, beautiful apartments, and knew Mom would too. I was so impressed with the interaction between the residents and the staff. Twin Town Villa is a quality memory care community that's close to home and currently has openings. Call Twin Town Villa at 643-9542 or visit them online at twintownvilla.com.
And welcome to the Miller Realty postgame show here on B92.7 FM. Breckenridge Cowboys picking up a big bounce-back victory to claim the victory over Wadena-Deer Creek, and it sounds like Jonah Kunkel just got his birthday or his happy birthday song, so looks like I got that date right, hopefully. But Breckenridge Cowboys will run through the State Farm stat report as part of your Miller Realty postgame show. Sorry, folks. Developing a speech impediment all of a sudden on the air. And we'll start off with Wadena-Deer Creek getting a safety with 9:57 left to play in the opening quarter. That's how the scoring started to give the Cowboys a 2-0 lead. Paul Armitage went in from 2 yards out and then went in again for the two-point conversion to make it a 10-0 game. Gabe Armitage scored from 4 yards out. Trey Vogelbacher took it in for the two-point conversion to make it an 18-0 ball game. Another safety after that, and then Riley Kappas hit pay dirt from 36 yards out. Two-point conversion was stuffed, but 26-0 was the score. And then in the second quarter, 11:11 left to play in the second quarter, make a wish. Joey Lopez broke free for a 39-yard touchdown. Two-point conversion was no good, making it 32-0. And then after a scoreless third quarter, with 5:36 left to play, Breckenridge came up with a stop on fourth down to get the ball back. Avery Smith took it took a handoff 83 yards the next play for a touchdown, and that was the only points, or actually there was a 2-point conversion that was scored by Jordan Kappas after that. So those are the only points that came in the second half by either team. Once again, to give Breckenridge this 40-0 final score. Run through the rest of the stats for you for this State Farm Stat Report, brought to you by Matt and Amanda Frederick, your local State Farm agents in Breckenridge and Wapton. Breckenridge did not complete a pass today. You don't see that very often. Trey Vogelbacher 0 for 1 on the day. He did throw a touchdown pass that got taken off because of a holding penalty. So, they have that going for him, I guess. But also Jordan Kappas threw a couple pass attempts, but they were not hauled in for completion. So Breckenridge did not complete a pass today. But a lot of guys got in on the fun on the run game, that is for sure. Avery Smith only had 2 carries, but he turned it into a game-high 92 yards. Riley Kappas was pretty similar, 2 carries for 60 yards. They both had a touchdown. Lawson Oliphant, 2 carries for 39 yards and a touchdown as well. And actually, let me double-check that. Lawson did not score a touchdown. Sorry about that. He just had a long run. I marked the wrong player on there. But who did have a touchdown? Joey Lopez, 2 carries for 40 yards and a score. And then Jackson Lopez also got in on the fun, 1 carry for 15 yards. Just want to make sure I don't miss anybody. Jonah Kunkel, the birthday boy, had 4 carries for 9 yards. And then, once again, don't want to miss anybody. J.D. Gomez, 2 carries for 31 yards. Gabe Armitage, 2 carries for 1 yard, but he did have a touchdown. And then Trey Vogelbacher just had the 1 carry, lost a few yards on that. And so, as we said, everybody got in on the fun and the rushing attack. Nobody to talk about for the receiving stats, since, once again, they didn't complete a pass. They did force 5 turnovers, though, as Joey Lopez hauled in an interception. Jordan Kappas got a fumble recovery. Riley Kappas got a fumble recovery. Tegan Abel pulled one up as well, even though I'm going to dispute that. I know someone else said it was Tegan Abel. I thought it was Charlie Craychaw, so it was one or the other. We'll see. And then the mysterious number 71, who for some reason is not on the roster, also got a fumble. So that mysterious Cowboy, shout out to you. My apologies, I don't have your name. Thought someone texted it to me earlier this season, but apologies. I just kind of figured they would get that fixed on the roster, but evidently not. So number 71, hats off to you for for picking up that fumble recovery as well. One of the 5 turnovers the Cowboy defense forced on the day once again. So that's a look at your State Farm Stat Report as part of the Miller Realty postgame show. Take another quick break and come back with your play of the game, brought to you by Red River Agency, and then your player of the game, which is brought to you by Essentia Health. You're listening to the Cowboy Football on B92.7 FM and the Miller Realty postgame show.
Hello, my name is Jason Butts, proud parent of 2 little Breckenridge Cowboys. My family loves Breckenridge and feel lucky to have such great schools. Breckenridge schools excel due to their dedicated faculty and staff. They truly care for each individual student. They encourage and foster an atmosphere that creates self-pride and big brains in these kids that will lead the next generation. They make school cool. A good school is cornerstone to a good community, and we are so lucky to have that here in Breckenridge. Breck schools inspire my boys to excel, and for that, I have Breckenridge pride. Play the jingle.
Breckenridge schools, Breckenridge pride, inspiring to excel.
And welcome back to the Miller Realty postgame show here on B92.7 and live streaming on YouTube at KBMW News Live, part of the I3G Media Sports Network. And time for your play of the game, brought to you by Red River Agency, your hometown agents in Breckenridge. Got a lot of good ones to choose from. You know, any of the scoring plays, really. Those early turnovers, those really set the tone for the game, too. You know what? We don't get to do a whole lot of these, so I'm going to pick out a couple of these because I believe this was the first career touchdowns for both of these guys. Joey Lopez and Avery Smith both scoring those touchdowns with the reserve unit coming in later in the game. And, you know, those are going to be my picks. You know, the Avery Smith one went 83 yards, so you'd say that was maybe the more impressive one. But Joey Lopez did his earlier in the game when I think it was right when the reserves got kind of rotated in. So it was one of those things where maybe there were a few more starters on the field at that point. I'm not 100% sure, but either way, I'm going to go for play of the game, brought to you by Red River Agency. Once again, your hometown agents in Breckenridge. I'm going to split it between Joey Lopez and Avery Smith, and player of the game as well. You know, Joey Lopez might be getting this one too. I know they only had a few big plays on it, but, kind of everyone had a few big plays on tonight's game. So I feel pretty safe with his. He got his first touchdown. He also had that interception. So you're doing it on both sides of the ball. Actually, all three facets of the game, because he also showed he was a dynamic returner tonight as well. So Joey Lopez, my pick for player of the game. Have yourself a day, young man. Hopefully I didn't get him mixed up here. Don't want to get my Lopez's mixed up. Joey and Jackson as well. Just had to make sure to double check I didn't get those wrong. But Joey Lopez, my pick for player of the game. Once again, brought to you by Essential Health here with you. So we'll be getting Joey a shirt. And thank you guys all so much for tuning in. 40-0 your final. Once again, Breckenridge Cowboys really took control of this game early on and just kind of, didn't they did not let up, that is for sure, and took care of this one 40-0. We'll head into the regular season finale on the road against Walker Hackensack Akeley. Yours truly will be on the call for that, so make sure to loop back here on B92.7 FM and also on YouTube at KBMW News Live. Hopefully we got a good Wi-Fi setup there. Well, we shall see, but either way, appreciate all of you for tuning in. You've been listening to Cowboy Football on B92.7 FM and on the I3G Media Sports Network. 40-0 your final score.
Tonight's Cowboys football game was brought to you by Breckenridge Public Schools, Builders First Source, Carlson Family Insurance, CHI St. Francis, Essentia Health, Farmers Union Oil of Southern Valley, Hike Camp Construction, Hornstein Family Chiropractic, Miller Realty, Minn Kota Ag Products, Optimum Rehab, Otter Tail Power Company, Quality Toyota, Red River Agency, Smith Motors, State Farm agents Matt and Amanda Frederick, Titan Machinery, Quintown Villa, and Vision Ford. Be sure to go to kbmwnews.com for a complete updated list of future broadcasts and video streams. And make sure to catch the Giant Sports Show every Saturday at 9 a.m. Thanks for listening.
These are the hits from 2K and Today on B92.7. We hope you like music, because a whole bunch of it starts right now. Hits from 2K and Today. B92.7.
Get ready!
Ready to go.
Go!
Go!
Go!